You want to change the world, but you can't even change how you wake up. Let me tell you something. The world doesn't shift for the person who snoozes their alarm 10 times and rolls out of bed late, scrolling through their phone before their feet even touch the ground. Change starts the moment you decide to respect your own morning, to stand up when you said you would, to get moving when your body screams for more sleep. You think changing the world is about speeches and stages, but it begins in silence, in the dark, when no one sees you, when you choose to rise, to own your day before the day owns you. That's how real change starts. Everyone talks about big dreams, but most never see them because they ignore the small habits that build them. It's easy to talk about your goals while ignoring the simple habits that create them. You want strength, but you skip the daily discipline that builds it. You want freedom, but you avoid the small, hard choices that earn it. The war for your dreams is not fought in grand moments, it's won in the quiet choices when you decide to wake up, to move, to do the work when you don't feel like it. Big dreams live or die in small habits. You say you want to lead, to inspire, to build something bigger than yourself. But let me ask you, how will you ever lead nations if you can't lead yourself out of bed? If you can't get up when the alarm rings, how will you handle the pressure when people are counting on you? You think leadership starts when people see you, but it begins when no one is watching. It starts the moment you get up on time, the moment you choose to move, when your mind screams to stay in comfort. That's where true leadership is born. Every morning, your first choice is your real statement to the world, even if no one sees it. Do you hit snooze, or do you rise when it's time to rise? Do you hide under the covers, or do you stand up and face your day? That first decision tells you everything about who you are and who you are becoming. It's not about perfection, it's about proving to yourself that you can keep your word even when it's uncomfortable. If you can't own your first decision, how will you handle the bigger choices life will throw at you? Making your bed might seem small, but it's a test of your respect for yourself. It's easy to walk away and leave it messy, telling yourself it doesn't matter, but it does. It's a simple act that sets a tone of order, a sign you're in control of the small before you demand the big. Every time you make your bed, you send yourself a clear message. I respect myself enough to do the small things right. That's not about a neat blanket. It's about the mindset you build every day. You can't demand big victories if you keep losing the small battles you face daily. You want to conquer your goals, but you ignore the battle of waking up on time, of making your bed, of choosing discipline over distraction. Every small battle is practice for the bigger challenges waiting for you. If you can't control the small moments, how will you manage the larger storms that come? Master the small battles, because they shape the strength you need for the victories you say you want. The big wins start with these quiet daily choices. You think making your bed doesn't matter, but it matters more than you think. It's the first promise you keep to yourself, the first act of order you bring to your day before the world can bring its noise to you. It tells your mind, I am in control here. It's a sign that you value yourself enough to start your day with action, not delay. You want discipline, but you avoid the places where it starts. You want change, but you ignore where it begins. Your bed can be the start of a day where you take ownership, or it can be the first place you give your power away. It's not just a bed, it's a signal of who you're choosing to become. Your brain remembers what you do, not what you plan. Every small win you collect tells your mind you are capable, that you are the type of person who does what needs to be done. When you make your bed, drink water before coffee, or put your shoes on and go for that walk, your brain registers these as signals of control. Small wins train your mind to trust you, to follow your lead when bigger decisions come. If you keep skipping these small wins, your mind learns that you avoid responsibility. But when you collect small wins, you build the proof that you can handle the bigger challenges ahead. One small win at a time is how control is built. Every small win you choose is a seed planted in the soil of your life, and what you plant is what you will harvest. You want a strong life, plant small acts of strength. You want a clear mind, plant small acts of discipline. You want a future worth waking up for, plant the small choices today that shape tomorrow. One glass of water over soda, one page read over an hour lost in distractions, one early morning where you rise instead of hide. You don't get a strong harvest without planting seeds when it's not easy, when no one sees it. Every small win may feel invisible, but it grows into a life that stands tall when it matters. Champions don't just show up on the big day and win. They win in the dark, in the quiet mornings, in the drills that no one wants to do, in the boring repetitions that build skill and toughness. You want the championship moments, but do you master the drills? The athletes who perform under pressure have spent years mastering the basics, even when no one claps for them. The same goes for your life. You can't expect big results if you ignore the small details that prepare you for them. Your drills are your habits, your routines, your choices when you're tired. Master the micro before you ask for the macro. The big moments belong to those who train in the small ones. Real leaders aren't the ones who speak the loudest about their goals. They are the ones who show up early, who get to work before talking about the work. They are the ones who lead themselves before they expect to lead others. They show up when it's uncomfortable, when it's cold, when it's easier to sleep in. You will find them moving, preparing and honoring their mission before asking anyone else to honor it. It's easy to talk about being a leader. It's harder to be the one who shows up without needing to announce it. The world follows those who prove with actions, not those who demand with words. Hype fades, but what you do daily shapes you. You can get excited for a day, but what happens the next day? What happens when you don't feel like it? The people who rise above aren't the ones who wait for excitement. They are the ones who do what needs to be done every single day, even when it's not exciting. You want change? Keep showing up. You want strength? Keep choosing the hard things. It's not about feeling like it, it's about doing it because you know who you're becoming when you do. Consistency, not hype, builds the life you want. Disorder steals your energy, your focus, your days. A cluttered room, a messy desk, a scattered mind. They all drain you before you even begin. Order is a weapon you can choose to pick up daily. It gives you clarity, space to think, and power to act. A clean room isn't just clean, it's a message to yourself that you are ready, that you are in control. Every small act of creating order is a quiet step toward strength. Don't let disorder rob you of your future. Let order be the weapon you use to stand ready for whatever the day brings. Everyone wants to be seen winning, but real success is built in silence, not on stages or in front of crowds. It's built when you wake up early to work while the world sleeps, when you train your mind and body in the quiet while others waste hours chasing distractions. You want to talk about dreams, but are you willing to work for them when no one claps, when no one is watching? Success is not about loud announcements. It's about the quiet work you do when it's uncomfortable. It's about the choices you make in the dark that shape the light you will walk in tomorrow. If you want to build something that lasts, learn to embrace the silence where growth truly happens. People love to glamorize chaos. Acting like living in mess and rushing through the day proves how hard they work. Let me tell you, chaos doesn't build strong lives, it drains them. Stop praising the cluttered mind and start honoring the calm strength that comes with order. A clear room, a clear plan, a clear focus. These aren't boring, they're powerful. Order is not about perfection. It's about giving yourself the space to think, to act, to create a life that moves forward. Chaos feels exciting, but it keeps you stuck. Order feels quiet, but it frees you to grow. If you want to rise above the noise, stop worshiping chaos and start respecting the quiet power of a disciplined, ordered life. You want a strong life, but you overlook the small disciplines that build it. Health isn't built by one hard workout. It's built by the small choice to move your body daily, to eat what fuels you instead of what numbs you. Wealth doesn't appear from nowhere. It comes from the choice to save, to spend wisely, to learn, to invest in yourself. A strong mindset isn't gifted. It's built by choosing what you feed your mind, how you speak to yourself, and what you choose to believe when life gets hard. Small disciplines are the bricks you lay each day to build the life you want. Ignore them, and you watch your foundation crack. Honor them, and you build strength that lasts. You say you want change. You say you want greatness. You say you want to rise. Prove it. Don't just speak about it when it feels good to talk. Prove it in the way you live, in the choices you make when it's hard, in the times you push yourself when comfort calls you back to bed. Everyone says they want a better life, but few are willing to do what that better life demands. Words are easy, action is costly. You want to lead yourself first. You want strength, do the hard things without waiting for someone to push you. You want to change your future? Prove it by how you handle your present. Greatness is not spoken into existence, it is proven daily. A made bed may look like a small act, but it is a quiet promise kept to yourself before the day even begins. It is you telling yourself, I will take care of what I can control. It is a silent standard you set for yourself, a reminder that even if the world feels heavy, you can bring order to your space, to your mind, to your day. It's not about the blanket or the pillows, it's about who you are becoming when you choose to do what you said you would do. If you can't keep the small promises to yourself, how will you keep the big ones when they come? A made bed is a sign that you will not neglect the small acts that build the strong life you want. Who are you when no one is watching? It's easy to speak about goals when people are listening, to post about your dreams when people can see, to talk about hard work when you're in front of others. But who are you in the quiet moments, in the early mornings, in the late nights when the world is not looking? That's where your real strength is shown. Are you the person who keeps promises to yourself, who wakes up when it's time, who chooses discipline over distraction when no one will know if you skip it? Or are you only strong when you have an audience? Life will test you in the silence long before it rewards you in the light. If you want to be strong when it matters, build the strength of character in the moments no one else sees. That's where real growth begins. Are you sitting around waiting for motivation to knock on your door? Or are you getting up and moving to find it? Too many people wait to feel ready, wait to feel inspired, wait for the perfect moment. But waiting doesn't bring growth, action does. Motivation is not something that shows up first, it's something that shows up after you start moving. You want to change your life? Start by taking the first step even when you don't feel like it. Get up, move, take action, and let your mind catch up with your body. Action fuels motivation, not the other way around. If you keep waiting, you will keep watching your days slip by. Move now, because waiting has never built a strong life, but movement will. Whose job is it to fix your life? Let me make it clear, it's yours. No one is coming to push you out of bed. No one is coming to force you to take care of your health, to build your skills, to control your habits, to wake you up to your potential. If you don't take responsibility for your own life, you give that power away to distractions, to comfort, to excuses. It's easy to blame your past, your environment, your circumstances, but it's not your circumstances that will build your future. It's your choices. You can't change everything around you, but you can change what you choose to do today. Your life is your responsibility, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can build the life you want. You want big results, but they don't come from one big moment. They come from small acts of ownership, repeated over time. Getting up when you said you would, moving your body even when you're tired, choosing to focus when distractions are easy. These small choices shape your day, and your days shape your life. When you take ownership of the small things, you prepare yourself for the bigger things you want. If you ignore the small responsibilities, you weaken your ability to handle the bigger opportunities when they come. Small acts of ownership are how you prove to yourself that you can be trusted with more. Don't overlook the small moments, because they are the path to the bigger life you want. Discipline is the fire that burns your excuses before they burn your future. Every time you choose to do what needs to be done when you don't feel like it, you are protecting your future from being stolen by the comfort of the present. Excuses will always be easy to find, but they will take more from you than they give. Discipline is not about being harsh on yourself. It's about caring enough for your future to protect it with your actions today. When you choose discipline, you silence the excuses that try to keep you small. You may feel like it's hard now, but it's much harder to live a life filled with regret. Let discipline burn away what holds you back so your future can be built strong. Stop telling yourself you will start when the right time comes, because the right time is already here. Waiting for perfect conditions will keep you stuck in the same place year after year. There will always be challenges, distractions, and reasons to delay, but waiting will only take your time and leave you with regret. The right time to take control of your health, to learn, to build, to change, is now. You don't need to feel ready to start. You need to start to feel ready. The people who move forward are not those who wait for the perfect moment, but those who use the moment they have. Stop waiting for the right time. It's today, and it's yours to use. The world doesn't change for those who sit and wait. It changes for those who show up. It changes for those who get up early, who push themselves when it's hard, who take action even when they feel fear or doubt. You can't wish your way into a better future. You work your way into it by showing up when it's uncomfortable, when it's easier to hide, when no one else is moving. Showing up is not just about being present. It's about being ready to act, to push, to give your best when it counts. The world moves for the people who move, who decide to take ownership of their life and step forward while others stand still. Show up and watch your life change. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams, because it feels good while it slowly steals everything you could become. It tells you to sleep a little longer, to wait until you feel ready, to skip the hard things for what feels easy now. It whispers to you that you can try tomorrow, and before you know it, tomorrow has come and gone, and so have your chances. Comfort keeps you in the same place while your dreams require you to move, to grow, to do the uncomfortable work that builds strength. If you keep choosing comfort, you keep choosing the small life that comfort offers. If you want to live the life you say you want, you have to stop letting comfort keep you from the actions that create it. Your bed can be the place you launch from, or the prison that keeps you stuck, and you decide which it will be every single morning. You can choose to get up when it's time, to stand and start your day, to push yourself into motion, or you can choose to hide under the covers and let your bed hold you captive. Every day you stay stuck in bed when you know you should rise, you teach yourself that comfort is more important than growth. But when you choose to get up, you build the discipline that creates freedom. Your bed is not just a place to sleep, it's the first battlefield of your day, and it shows you whether you are living in control or living controlled by comfort. You don't feel like getting up early? Good, do it anyway. You don't feel like working out? Good, do it anyway. You don't feel like putting in the work today? Good, do it anyway. Your feelings are not the guide to your future. Your actions are. Waiting until you feel like it is the reason you stay stuck, the reason you keep missing your goals, the reason you keep living the same year over and over. Doing it anyway, even when you don't feel like it, is how you train your mind to work for you, not against you. It's how you build the strength you need for the challenges you say you want to conquer. Feelings are temporary. The results of your actions are what will shape your life. You're tired? Good, push through. Being tired is not a reason to stop, it's a reason to keep going. Tired means you're working. Tired means you're pushing. tired means you're doing the things that others avoid while they stay comfortable. You think people who succeed are never tired? They are, but they keep going. They get up and move when they want to lie down. They keep working when it's easier to quit. Tired is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're in the middle of building something stronger inside you. If you quit every time you're tired, you will never build the life you say you want. Tired is part of the process. Push through, and you will see how strong you really are. Wake up, get up, stand up. 3 simple commands that can change your life if you choose to follow them every day. Wake up to your life, to your purpose, to the reality that you are responsible for the future you want to build. Get up from your bed, from your comfort, from the excuses that have held you down for too long. Stand up for your dreams, for your strength, for the standard you want to live by. These are not just words, they are actions that demand you to move when it's easier to stay still, to rise when it's easier to hide, to step forward when it's easier to sit back. Wake up, get up, stand up. This is how you start building the life you want. Do it tired, do it scared, do it now. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting until you have more energy, more confidence, more time. Do it while your hands shake, while your mind doubts, while your body feels heavy. The people who build strong lives are not the people who wait until everything feels perfect. They are the people who move forward even when everything inside them says to wait. They train themselves to act when it's hard because they know waiting will cost them more than moving ever will. Do it tired because tired is temporary. Do it scared because fear is a sign you're growing. Do it now because now is the only moment you control. Every moment you choose action over hesitation, you build the strength that will carry you to the future you want. Do it tired, do it scared, do it now. Making your bed is not just about tidying your room, it's a gateway to mental resilience. It's a choice to bring order before the day brings chaos. It's a promise to yourself that you will take care of what you can control before stepping into what you can't. Every time you make your bed, you prove you can follow through, even in small things. That small act builds a mindset that doesn't crumble when life gets hard because you've trained yourself to act with discipline, not feelings. You want to build mental strength? Start with the small, consistent actions that teach your mind you will do what needs to be done. A made bed is the first proof to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses, stronger than your comfort. Your first battle of the day is simple. Will you get up when the alarm rings? Or will you choose to hide under the covers? Hitting snooze is a decision to delay your life. Getting up on the first alarm is a small act that sets the tone for everything that follows. It's a signal to your mind that you will not avoid what needs to be done. It's not about being a morning person, it's about being a person who keeps their word to themselves. If you can't win the first battle of your day, you train yourself to lose the rest. Get up when you said you would, and you will see how this one small battle shapes every part of your day. Before the day steals your attention with messages, noise, and demands, choose discipline over distraction. The first moments of your morning are the strongest moments to set your mind in the right direction. Instead of grabbing your phone and letting distractions decide how you feel, decide for yourself. Read, stretch, move, plan your day. Do something that serves your growth before the world pulls at you. Discipline is not about being harsh. It's about protecting your mind from the flood of distractions that keep you stuck. If you give your first moments away to distractions, you give your day away. Choose discipline early, and you will carry that strength into everything you do next. The first victory of your day sets the tone for every other victory that will follow. When you get up early, make your bed, and move your body, you teach yourself that you are here to win, not to hide. One small victory in the morning creates a chain reaction of actions that align with who you want to become. If you start your day by choosing discipline, you will find it easier to choose discipline again when challenges come. If you start your day with a win, you build confidence in yourself that you can handle what comes next. Don't underestimate the power of your first actions each day. That first victory is the anchor that holds you steady when the rest of the day tests you. Greatness is not built in one big moment that everyone sees. It's built in the small habits that no one sees. You want to be strong, focused, and ready for opportunities, but that doesn't happen because you hope for it. It happens because you train for it in the small moments. Waking up on time, making your bed, choosing discipline, practicing your skills daily, these small habits are what prepare you for the bigger moments you want. You see successful people and admire what they do on the stage, but what you don't see are the quiet mornings, the early hours, the choices they make when no one is looking. If you want greatness, start with the small habits that build the foundation for it. Every morning is a test you give yourself. It's not a test about perfection, but a test about your willingness to act, to move, to start. It's a test of whether you will choose discipline over delay, growth over comfort, action over excuses. No one else grades you on this test, but your results will show up in your life. Will you pass the test by getting up when it's hard? By keeping your small promises? By doing what you said you would do? Or will you fail it by letting comfort win again? Each morning gives you a chance to prove to yourself that you are here to live fully, not halfway. Take the test and choose to pass it every single day. You can't expect to lead others until you learn to lead yourself first. You want people to follow your words, but will they trust your actions? Leadership starts the moment you get up, when you don't feel like it, when you choose discipline instead of excuses, when you live the standards you expect from others. If you can't lead yourself out of bed, how will you lead others out of their struggles? People don't follow words, they follow the example you set with your daily choices. You want to lead your family, your team, your community. Show them what it looks like to take control of your own life first. Leadership is not about titles, it's about showing up, moving with purpose, and proving that you live what you say. Your life is teaching others, even when you're not speaking. Your children are watching how you handle mornings, how you handle stress, how you treat yourself. Your friends see how you show up when it's hard, how you keep your promises, how you live when no one is watching. You don't need a stage to influence people, your life is the stage. Every choice you make sends a message about what you value and who you are becoming. You want to inspire others? Let your life be the lesson, not just your words. People learn from what you do in the quiet moments, in the early mornings, in the decisions that are hard but right. Your life is your message. Make sure it's one worth hearing. Small personal wins are not just about you, they create a culture around you. When you get up early, when you keep your promises, when you live with discipline, the people around you see it. You normalize strength, focus, and responsibility. Your actions create an atmosphere where growth is expected, where excuses lose their power, where doing the right thing becomes the standard. You want to build a strong family, a strong team, a strong community. It starts with your small daily wins. Every time you choose discipline, you give others permission to do the same. Your personal victories create a ripple that others feel, and those ripples can build a culture of growth, strength, and action that goes far beyond you. One clean room inspires a clean house. One clean house inspires a clean street. It starts small, but it spreads. You think making your bed doesn't matter, cleaning your room doesn't matter, but these small acts of order send a message to yourself and those around you. It shows that you value your space, your time, your life. When you create order in your room, you create clarity in your mind. That clarity spreads to how you handle your day, how you treat your family, how you lead your team. Others see your actions and feel challenged to raise their standards too. Change doesn't start with a grand speech, it starts with the small decisions you make in your own space. Your clean room can inspire others to create order in their lives. Change always starts small, but its echo reaches far. The small habits you build, the early mornings you embrace, the quiet disciplines you choose, they may seem small, but they shape the person you become, and that person shapes the world around you. A single act of discipline inspires another. A single act of kindness creates a chain. The way you live your life speaks louder than any speech you could give. You want to make a difference in the world? Start by making a difference in your own life. Let the small changes you make become the foundation for the bigger changes you want to see. You don't need to wait for the world to change before you act. Change yourself, and watch how your actions echo into the lives of others. Don't expect to change the world if you can't change your room. You talk about wanting to make a difference, wanting to help others, wanting to leave your mark. But if you can't control the small areas of your own life, how will you handle the bigger challenges you say you want? Your room is a reflection of your mind, your discipline, your readiness to take responsibility. If you want to change the world, start by taking care of what you can control now. Clean your room, organize your space, bring order where you are. These small acts build the mindset and strength needed to tackle bigger battles. The world doesn't change because you wish for it. It changes when you prove you can lead yourself first. You want to change the world? Start by respecting yourself. Stop talking about big goals if you don't respect the small actions that build them. Respect yourself enough to get up when you say you will, to take care of your health, to learn, to grow, to control what you can each day. Self-respect is not just about how you feel about yourself, it's about the choices you make when it's hard. The world changes when people who respect themselves enough to act show up ready to work, ready to lead, ready to serve. If you want to build a life that matters, it starts with the daily respect you give yourself through action, discipline, and ownership of your own life. Keep the promises you make to yourself because they matter more than any promise you make to others. When you say you will get up early, do it. When you say you will take care of your health, do it. When you say you will work on your goals, do it. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you teach yourself that your words don't matter. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust within, and that trust becomes the strength you need when life tests you. Keep your promises to yourself because they build the foundation of the life you want. Get up, make your bed, face your day. These simple steps create the mindset that you are here to live with purpose, not to hide from life. Getting up is your first act of strength, making your bed is your first act of discipline, and facing your day is your first act of courage. You don't need to wait for motivation to start. You need to start to find your strength. Your morning actions shape your mind, and your mind shapes your day. If you want to conquer bigger challenges, start by conquering your morning. Get up, make your bed, face your day with purpose. Stand up, step up, rise up. These are not just words, they are the actions that will separate you from the crowd. Stand up for the life you want, for the standards you believe in, for the goals you set. Step up to the challenges that come, to the hard choices, to the moments when it's easier to hide. Rise up above excuses, above fear, above comfort, and become the person you know you can be. These actions build a life worth living, a life that inspires others, a life that creates real change. Stand up, step up, rise up. Your life is waiting. Comfort or growth. Each morning you get to choose. Comfort feels good now but keeps you in the same place. Growth feels hard now but moves you closer to who you want to become. Every time you choose to get up early, to work on your goals, to push through discomfort, you choose growth. Every time you choose to hide in comfort, you delay your own future. Growth demands action, and comfort demands nothing. Ask yourself, which will you choose today? Comfort or growth? Your future is built on that choice. Will you sleep through your potential, or will you wake up to it? You have dreams, but dreams don't build themselves. You have potential, but potential means nothing if you don't act on it. Every day you hit snooze, every day you delay, every day you hide, you are sleeping on your own potential. Wake up to it. Get up and take the steps you need to take. Even when it's hard, your potential is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Will you sleep through it, or will you wake up and claim it? You want to change the world? First, change you. Don't look outside for change if you are not willing to change your habits, your mindset, your actions. The world shifts when people decide to take responsibility for themselves, for their discipline, for their choices. Change starts with how you live each day, how you handle discomfort, how you lead yourself when no one is watching. You want to build a better world. Build a better you first. When you change yourself, your life becomes proof of what is possible, and that is how real change begins. Change the world. First, change you.